At least 136 people are reported dead after heavy rains battered India's western coast. All of those deaths are due to heavy rain and landslides in just the past 48 hours. 38 of those died in a landslide on Thursday. The National Disaster Response Force, Indian Army, Indian Coast Guards, Navy, and Air Force have all been deployed for rescue operations. Now, as of this morning, 90,000 people have been evacuated as rain continues. Now, damaged cars were seen outside a luxury car retailer scattered across the road in central China today as the cleanup operations continues following heavy flooding. The city of 12 million is still recovering after it received the equivalent of a year's worth of rain in just a few days. The death toll in the Henan province is 56 and 5 people are missing. Tens of thousands of rescue workers, including the military, have been deployed across the area to help with the search for survivors. Also in Asia, a typhoon brought strong waves crashing onto the coast of northern Taiwan today. Heavy rain brought down trees and damaged houses. The typhoon is moving towards China at a speed of 9 miles per hour. It is expected to make landfall in China's eastern coast early on Sunday afternoon, noon or early on Monday. Now, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Austin Kopninski.
And you know, it's really tough just to watch all of that footage as well. My thoughts and prayers definitely going out overseas. But here locally, we ended up dodging those showers and thunderstorms. In fact, we have bright blue sunny skies outside and it looks great out there. But then you go outside and it's warm. It's muggy. Look at this. High temperatures near 90 degrees all the way through the middle of this next week. High humidity also sticking around through Wednesday for most of these days. Humidity is actually going to drop a little bit for tomorrow. Still expected to be a hot and toasty day. But then you look at a few rain chances Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Those rain chances are very low as of right now. We're not looking at any widespread chances for showers and storms. But our Doppler track, again, locally staying dry. But we do take a step back. There are actually quite a few severe thunderstorm watches, but not in our area. There was a time where a few models thought that we could have actually seen some of those strong to severe thunderstorms, but they really did creep off down to our south, and they're moving away from us. So that front passed, we just saw some cloud cover from it, but we're looking pretty good to go. Now, with that frontal passing, we are going to see reduced dew points for tomorrow, but overall, it's still going to be very hot. Just look at these temperatures and how high they crank again for tomorrow. Those lower 90s are likely for a lot of us, upper 80s for the rest, so it really is going to be a hot and toasty day yet again for tomorrow. Jumping to Monday, much of the same with those upper 80s sticking around, and the humidity is also going to be here to stay. Rain chances stay on the lower side of things, only about 20-30% chance Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Again, those are some of our better chances, but we're only looking at a 20-30% chance as of right now. So for a lot of us, most of this week is going to stay free of showers and storms. Temperatures currently, however, very warm still. 87 in Madison, 91 right now in Janesville, and this is the time where we start to see these temperatures falling. But our high temperature trend does show that we are going to remain well above average. Those low 90s sticking around. We should be in the low 80s. Thankfully, we're going to be a little bit closer to that here by the time we reach the end of this forecast, with those temperatures falling to near normal, but still in those lower to mid 80s. Dew points looking pretty good, but they could be a lot better. If we saw these dropping about 10 degrees or so, it would feel fantastic outside, but unfortunately, still a muggy day. Also a little bit on the breezier side of things. Lone Rock, 16 miles per hour of a breeze. Right here in Madison, we're looking at about 12 miles per hour. But later on tonight, we have that low of 64 degrees, mostly clear skies, not as mild as what we have actually seen. And then your extended forecast, it's looking pretty good overall if you can handle that high heat. Temperatures will stay in those upper 80s and low 90s. Not looking at too many rain chances, but if you've been paying attention over this summer, we are well behind where we should be in terms of rain. So I'd like to see a little bit more rain on that forecast. Unfortunately, just not seeing it right now.
Yeah, I have to say, Austin, the last couple of days, I've literally been sweating as soon as I walk out, so I'm hoping that changes too.
Right, it's brutal out there, and I mean, you walk outdoors and you could already feel that sweat starting to form. Humidity's so high, you can't really actually cool down because it feels like it's just wet outside. It's crazy.
Yeah, for anyone that understands what I'm dealing with, we're hoping for maybe some cloud cover. But thank you so much, Austin. I appreciate it. And we'll be right back with football season right around the corner. Coming up after the break, we'll get to hear from the Badgers head coach about this team's Week 1 opponent and what this game means in sports. Coming up next.
News 3 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At US Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less.
Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours.
Whether it's adapting the network for a strong signal where you work or optimizing your coverage where you play, we're always hard at work to make sure our state-of-the-art 5G network works for you.
Up to $1,200 off any 5G phone with no trade-in or hidden fees.
US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
The Olympics and Paralympics are back. And watching our athletes will once again give the impression that America is the healthiest country in the world. We aren't, but we can be. Our collective health is too important to take for granted ever again. The health of our nation cannot just be measured by the victories of our champions. It must be measured by the health of all of us.
To all the pet project starters, weekend gardeners, rollover artists, and kitchen a la cartists, there's a new lifestyle destination for your next inspiration. Bam! Dabble. Go there. Do that.
The Olympic Games are on, and so is Toyota's national sales event. Now's the time to get a great deal on the 2021s while they last, like Camry, Highlander, RAV4, and more. Ooh, she sticks the landing.
Right now, get $750 customer cash on a new 2021 Camry, CHR, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
At JP Morgan, the only definition of wealth that matters is yours. It can be a smaller house, but a bigger nest egg, a goal to work toward, or the freedom to walk away. With 200 years of experience, personalized advice, and commission-free trades on an award-winning app, we're working for you. Planning, investing, advice. JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates, taking action and challenging the status quo, asking the important questions, and getting the answers you deserve. It's our job and our duty to discover and report the facts, to make sure your voice is heard, and to help make a difference. That's why News 3 Now investigates.
Sunday on News 3 Now this morning, we're getting you prepared for back-to-school shopping on a budget. Plus, Julian will have our Sunday morning forecast. Join us Sunday morning at 6:30.
Training camp is almost here, and as the season gets closer, everyone's wondering, what is Aaron Rodgers going to do? His situation with the team has been an off-season focus, and within the last day, his right-hand man, Davante Adams, also made headlines. Sources say he and the team did not agree on a contract extension. And then there's this. Currently blowing up on social media, both he and Rodgers posted this iconic Last Dance photo. And things are still uncertain at this time, but stay with News 3 Sports as we learn more in the coming days. And speaking of football, Big Ten Media Days are officially in the books, and Badgers are just 42 days away from kicking off their season at Camp Randall. And the first game should be nothing short of exciting, with Penn State coming to town. This will be the first time these squads face each other since 2018. And what adds to the Week 1 hype is that both teams are in the NCAA's preseason top 25. Badgers coming in at 15, with the Nittany Lions sitting at 21.
You're always excited for the first game. And then, you know, anytime you're opening up in conference, that's a big deal. Adds a little bit more. And then when you know you're going up against a really good football team, that elevates it another step. And so it's goes without saying, it's a challenging opener.
They can pick it up.
In other Badger news, former forward Nate Reavers is going pro, but not here in the States. Reavers announcing earlier on social media that he is heading to Croatia to play with KK Cibona. Last season, Reavers played in 31 games, averaging just over 8 points. And the Badgers being represented in round 1 of the NHL draft late Friday night. Freshman defenseman Corson Kulizman gets picked 25th overall by the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, he is the 7th Badger to go in the first round in the last 6 years. Coleman's played in the Alberta Junior Hockey League last season, and in 8 games, he scored 4 goals and racked up 11 points. And the 3rd round of the Senior Open Championship, Jerry Kelly enters the day near the top of the leaderboard, and now after carding a 68 today, Kelly sits 2 shots off the lead and in 2nd place. Now, here's a look at that leaderboard after round 3. So yeah, we've got a lot of Badgers news, and I'm sure there's going to be more in the coming weeks, especially with the Olympics. There's a lot of Badgers over there, so.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of Badgers, and I feel like when training camp opens up, we're going to really need another weather because we're going to, well, we also want to know where Aaron Rodgers is at. We're going to want some nice weather to watch training camp, I'm assuming.
Exactly, and unfortunately, it's just been so hot, and it looks to stay that way. A little behind-the-scenes look. Earlier, I actually locked myself out after that first hit, and I'm still sweating a little bit just because of how hot it is. But thankfully, I got rescued by some friendly people behind the scenes here, so we're looking pretty good. But it's a hot weekend, and it's going to be a hot week coming up.
Austin, I'm really glad you made it back in. That is all we're going to have for you. Thank you so much.